Today marks 5 years since George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis in 2020. While the protests have died down since then, community advocates want to make sure that Grand Rapids hasn't forgotten him. News Channel 3's Colin Roos attended what organizers called both a memorial and a political gathering.
A small crowd gathered here Sunday at Joe Taylor Park, hosted by the Grand Rapids Alliance Against Racist and Political Oppression. They not only decried Floyd's death, they say policing itself needs to change. A few dozen people gathered around a table containing only a picture of George Floyd and flowers. They stood for a moment of silence in his killing by police on May 25, 2020 in Minneapolis, for which Officer Derek Chauvin was later found guilty of murder, and which later sparked nationwide protests lasting for months. Those who attended did not march, staying inside the park to hear speeches from community organizations and revive chants from the 2020 movement.
I can't breathe!
I can't breathe!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
The Alliance says the political goal 5 years later is what it calls community control of the police. They hope to see oversight boards with the power to hire and fire officers and more directly vote on how much funding law enforcement receives.
Our power as a community is really limited. There's powerful police unions that are against this.
The Freedom Road Socialist Organization brought up last week's decision not to retry former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schur in the death of Patrick Lyoya, calling it justice denied. Grand Rapids police were also criticized for the deaths of Riley Doggett and Samuel Sterling, two men killed in police chases last year. Sterling's mother broke down while speaking, saying she hopes no one has to lose a family member the way she did.
I'm fighting for black lives, white lives, any race lives at this point.
Organizers acknowledged recent setbacks to their policing goals, such as President Trump's executive order expanding legal defense for law enforcement, as well as a national push for Trump to pardon Derek Chauvin on federal charges. They say their fight isn't over yet in their own city.
It's our turn to win now, so we got to empower ourselves and we got to unite.
Grand Rapids is just one local chapter of the Alliance. They held similar rallies in Seattle, Milwaukee, and Chicago. For News Channel 3, I'm Colin Roos.